Get the latest Zacks research, analysis, and rankings on exchange-traded funds in Exploring ETFs. British ETFs are in focus now, and here to talk more about them with me is our ETF strategist, Eric Dutram. So we're sitting here talking, Eric, a day ahead of a big vote in Scotland regarding their independence. Why is this important to investors?
Well, you know, Terry, Scotland has been part of the United Kingdom for several hundred years now, but apparently some people are very sick of that idea, and they want to kind of break away and form their own country. This is going to be really important for the UK and Great Britain in general. Granted, they still want to keep the Queen as kind of the head of state in Scotland, even if they do break away. But kind of moving out of the UK will be a really seismic shift in the nation, and it could have repercussions across Europe as well. So investors are really focused in on this. We've seen a lot of volatility in British stocks as of late. The pound has been weak, so it's having a lot of economic implications as well.
Anything else investors need to know?
Well, we've seen a large impact over the last couple of days, and Scotland does make up just about 10% of the UK's total population. So investors might think, hey, maybe this isn't really that big of a deal. But thanks to Scotland's location at the top of Great Britain, it does have access to a lot of the North Sea oil. So it could kind of become an energy power there, and could have strong exports from a lot of energy resources. And this could actually also hurt the pound over the long term. Unfortunately, though, a lot of companies that are based in Scotland are saying, hey, if this independence happens, we're going to move out of Scotland, we're going to go down to England where they perceive it to be a little safer, a little more stable, because a lot of questions are popping up over, what's going to happen in the near term in terms of Scotland and how successful an actual independent Scotland will be.
Interesting. What are some of the funds hit by this?
Well, the most popular one out there is EWU. This is an iShares product. It targets large cap stocks in Great Britain. It's got about 125 companies in total. Heavy in financials. We get energy and consumer staples are the other two big sectors here. Because it's large cap, it does have a lot of international exposure, like companies HSBC, various other large caps, BP. They don't necessarily deal exclusively in Great Britain, so they're going to be a little less exposed. The volatility is going to be a little less here, but because most of these stocks are in, they do trade in pounds, we're going to see some weakness if the pound falls here over the next couple days.
Currency product that you want to talk about too.
Yeah, speaking of the pound, if investors just want to focus in on that, they have FXB, which is a currency-focused product. It tracks the pound against the dollar. So FXB will go up as the pound goes up, and go down when the pound goes down relative to the dollar. This has been a little weak as of late, but once again, we could see kind of a further drop if Scotland breaks away, but it could see a nice little pop here over the next few days if Scotland does decide to stay in the UK.
Are there other options for investors?
Yeah, there's a couple other choices out there that investors should be aware of. We've got DBUK and DXPS, and both of these hedge out currency exposure, but they do offer access to the British market. This means that if the pound goes down, it doesn't really matter if you're invested in these products. So it could be an alternative way to kind of get in on the British economic story. We also have EWUS, which is a small cap product. This is going to be probably a little more volatile over the next couple days because the small caps are more focused on their home market. But investors should know all three of these products are kind of low volume, so you might want to watch out when you're trading and make sure to use limits and kind of watch out when you're doing trades in these products, especially over the next couple days, because we could see some definite volatility here in the British space.
All right, full disclosure, do you own any of these that you talked about?
I do not.
All right, check out other ETF information, articles, research, commentary. Where? In the ETF section of Zacks.com, if you're not there already. You can link to it right off the homepage. With Eric, I'm Terry Ruffalo.